how's everybody doing today on this Monday, December 2nd? My name is Leah. I am from the Wellness Card and Tool Shed, and I will be pulling 10 cards today and doing a Celtic crossbreed to see how this energy is going to hold up and what it looks like and how we can navigate through it for the week. But before we get started, if you wouldn't mind, could you subscribe to the channel and give it a little thumbs up, because it helps boost the channel and gets it out to the people that actually want to see this type of content. So thank you very much, and I appreciate it. And please feel free to let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, or if you've seen some of the other videos and they've resonated, or whatever the case is. Just, I'd like to hear from you. So anyway, but keep it respectful, please. So, all right. So how this works is we'll pull the first card, which is the situation, which is the world. All right. This is the situation. This could be a few different things, I believe. It could actually be what's going on in the world, or it's a completion of a cycle. And then this is the block card. Oh yeah, we are trying. Oh wow, we have some sorrow that's going on right now in the world, as we see. I'm gonna pull these cards kind of quickly, because once I see them all laid out, I can kind of get a better idea of what this is actually talking about. Of course, the foundation is always rooted with money issues, right? And the elite, the rich people. And then what did we learn from the past? This was about giving and receiving. That's what we used to do a long time ago when we were kind. And we also know that when you give money, you actually end up getting it back, because money's only good when it's in circulation. Okay, so what's for the higher good? Oh, lovers, a partnership. What's around the corner is, let's see what this is. Kind of feeling a loss with some family members, maybe a little sadness going on with the family and your friends. Let's see what our power in the situation is. Okay, that is, yeah, I guess right now we might be looking for a different kind of group, something a little less traditional maybe. Okay, and let's just see what the outside influences are. That's interesting. So we have people falling apart, but yet we have the Lovers card. So there's been some drama, all right? Drama in the friend department, right? Okay, so let's see. What our hopes or fears are is a balancing act, okay? And then let's see what the outcome is, and then we can put this all together and see what it says. So the outcome is the King of Swords. And this king is not exactly what I'd call very emotional. So what we have here is the world. The world is kind of a completion of cycles. And this is kind of like a life lesson. This is a big theme. This is the Major Arcana card, which is really about my first reaction is the world. Okay, the world is hurting. We are hurting in more ways than one, I believe, because this is a collective reading, and there is some great sadness and loss that the world is feeling, and we already know that it's it's rooted in money, and the money's not bad. That's really not the issue. It's how it's being used. It's the greed of the money. And we're seeing a lot of this stuff in the news with the oligarchs, and we're seeing now even in our own political realm, and the things that are being talked about for next year to go into play are all of the billionaires that are in our cabinet. So that the money is good, and it can be bad when it's used bad. I do see for the higher good, whatever this hurt is in the world is going, there is going to be some kind of coming together. And I believe from the past, we've learned that helping others that have less than you is what brings this love energy into the world. And that that, I guess, is going to be the highlight for this week of focusing on love energy. And maybe it is because you have something to give to other people that have less than you. After all, we just came out of Thanksgiving. We are in the holiday season. And the holiday season, which is around the corner, can be a little tough on some family and friends. You know, I just got back from a celebration of life yesterday. And, you know, it was great celebrating this life. But it was a huge loss. It was a great person who really... had gotten sick and is no longer with us in this physical form. So, and again, there was also a tragedy in my neighborhood that occurred last week, the day before Thanksgiving, which is bringing great heartache to these family and friends. So, you know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions that are really tense and high right now. And it might be you're switching out your groups of friends. I mean, maybe some are actually leaving this planet. Seriously, within just like the last month, I've learned of 3 people passing. So, you know, when as we get older, our friends might not only just leave, you know, maybe emotionally or mentally, but maybe physically too. So, you know, it would behoove you to search for people that are a little more like-minded. It might be in the untraditional sense, but the tribe that we're feeling like we're losing, sometimes it just makes way for new friendships. Say you just haven't gotten along with somebody and that's what's caused the heartache. But sometimes when we lose people that have not been, you know, they're not gone because they passed away, but just because maybe the friendship is outgrown, or maybe you don't see eye to eye with your family, means maybe the way that you've gotten together has kind of changed a little bit. But it also makes room for new people to come into your life. And believe me, you know, people come and go. I mean, I've been on this planet for 55 years. And, you know, people come in and out of your life at different times. And just because they're maybe not there at this moment doesn't mean they won't be there down the road. So, and I see there is a lot of this just breaking up stuff. Like there's a lot of heartache going on. There's people leaving. There's relationships that are ending. And this is somebody's probably pulling away from you. And that's what's causing the sadness over here, the broken heart over here. And it's the people that used to be together over here. And something's putting a little bit of a wedge in between stuff. But that doesn't mean, it's forever, okay? It just means you have to do things a little bit differently. And you are good at juggling different stuff. There's different things going on. So this is the hopes and fears. And maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed with all of this stuff going on and this, like, you know, opposing views or whatever the case is. You're actually good at this, so don't worry about that. And then we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is really using your head. You know, this is about logic. This is about organization. This is leadership. And maybe, with all of this family drama, you need to head up the family or friends or whoever it is and be the leader of your own group. And so, you know, like I know for me, I have leadership skills. I don't always want to be in control. I don't mind if somebody else wants to take the lead sometimes. That's fine by me. You know, I'm gonna go with the flow for the most part. But this is really, you know, kind of law, government. Unfortunately, I think this is what's caused a lot of heartache is, you know, this division when it comes to leadership. And I just think there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I really do. I think for the higher good, this eventually will bring people together. This loss, we are coming to the end of a cycle. But The foundation is rooted in evil, Freudian slip here, money. And again, even if you don't have a lot, just giving a little bit, whether it's your time or something to give to these people, can help the situation. This is kind of the energy of how it's flowing right now. Now, if we want to keep it going into this, family feud and break up with friends and stuff like that, then keep doing what you're doing. Fight over money. Fight over politics. But if you want to come together and not have to vacillate between your wanting to be right and then fighting between the love that you have for this person who doesn't agree with you, then if you want to keep it and end it that way, then you'll have your breakup for sure. But if you want to not go down that direction and have the happy family life and have the happy friend situation, then let's start being kind and find the love energy and give back to those that actually need something. Because remember, when we're in this, disagreement, juggling all these things going back and forth in your mind, and you're having maybe a divorce from a friend or a relationship, or there's a loss of some sort, try to see from the other person's point of view, just for a moment. That's kind of what my latest blog was. You can go check that out on wellnessgardentoolshed.com on the blog section. And it was about how do we balance politics, money with our loved ones during the times that we want to get together and be together. Use logic. You got to take the emotion out of it. Okay. There's not even really a whole lot of emotion in this reading, except for when it comes to the lovers and the divorce and getting together. Otherwise, let's not talk about the finance stuff. Let's not talk about political stuff. Let's go back to what we have in common, how we give to each other, how we receive from each other. Is it loving energy? Because then you can flip this card to a happy card. You can flip this, your tribe to what it used to be. You can take this divorce and bring it back together and have a reconciliation. And I know we're worried about balancing the two, but really, politics and money, that's actually not going to do it. It's a super negative topic, and that is how you can bring these cards back to normal, because there's a lot of heartache in the world. And all of this is happening for the higher good, to bring those together that want to be together. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. It's kind of a wonky reading, but it is what it is. I have to tell you what the cards say and show you what they say and give you the best of my ability with the way the energy goes. This is more of how things could go and what the energy looks like, as opposed to a straight up prediction of this is it and this is how it's going to be. This is all on everybody's mind. Okay, we already know it. Politics has been on everybody's mind since the election happened. We've got wars going on. We've got, the world is really chaotic right now, and it's not just our country, it's everywhere. But the only way that we can come together is by coming from a loving place, by giving to those that need help. Okay, now but there is this disconnect that's likely to happen if we keep doing what we're doing. If we choose to do something different, and that is, called free will, then this outcome can look a little different, because we don't need it to be just about that. Think about your personal tribe. Think about your personal family life, just your nucleus. That's what's important at this particular moment. And that's just the way it is. All this greed is just no bueno. No bueno. So remember that when you go into this week, and we're in a Mercury retrograde, so there could be lots of communication breakdown. So let's be logical in what we talk about, you know, and don't make it about money. So that's what I have for you for this week of Monday, December 2nd. We are already at the end of the year. This is the last month, so let's try to make it good, okay? And let's bring peace and love together as opposed to all this craziness that's going on in the world. All right, so also be sure to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself first, you're not going to be able to be any use for anyone, okay? So have a great week, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with whoever you think might be interested in this kind of thing. And don't forget, you can check out our shine method if you're ever stuck on anything, and it can help you kind of just like, you know, get ready for the new year. I know it's a little soon for that, but you know, we're all trying to head into Christmas. But, you know, when you fix yourself on the inside, you'll be so much more useful for everybody on the outside. Okay? With that, have a great day.